Hi Chad, welcome to another stream. How y'all doing today? It is Monday, the 16th of December of 2024. Man, how many times am I gonna say the wrong number before the next year? Callow, it's been a long time. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you up to? How are things? I don't quite have as impressive of a raid display as you do, but welcome to the stream, raiders. I hope you're doing well. I'm a little bit sick, but I am streaming anyway. If you don't know me, I usually work on open source Python stuff, linters, code formatters, testing frameworks, that sort of stuff. But today we're going to be working on Advent of Code, because I guess I'm not that far behind. I guess I should update my title a little bit. Yeah, just change it to Advent of Code. I'm not super far behind. I'm just doing today's puzzle this time. But let me say hi to everyone who's here. The Linux developer, welcome. How you doing? First time on the stream and first, congratulations on that. JJMC is also here. Welcome back. We missed you in the last stream. Woosa's here. As is Bugle Cook, hello. Anthony's sick, but in a good sense. Sick. Yeah. Elle says, hey there, it's Code. Things are well, thanks, bud. We were just messing around with Unity game stuff. Oh, cool. My brother is actually trying to learn Unity right now. He's trying to make a Pokemon game and get sued by Nintendo. You know, as it goes. But that's really cool. That's awesome. Great to hear. My stream fucked? No, my dashboard is just messed up. Okay, anyway. Smart brother play? Yeah. Well, he's also just kind of playing around with it because it's, I don't know, it's something to do, and he likes Pokemon, I like Pokemon, so it's fun. Something to do. Anyway, we're going to jump right into day 16 of Advent of Code because today is the 16th. And I guess I was technically caught up. So, and we'll see how it goes. And if it goes real quick, then we'll do something else. Yeah. Oh, it's a maze puzzle. Perfect. Love those. A reindeer maze. Yeah, we predicted it. Beat for lowest score. Okay. So I'm immediately thinking Dijkstra's. Reindeer start on the start tile S, facing east. End tile, they can move forward one tile at a time, increasing their score by 1, but never into a wall. They can also rotate, increasing their score by 1,000. Okay, this is a fun one. Okay, this is textbook Dijkstra's here. So we're gonna implement Dijkstra's from scratch again, as we always do. I know I probably should have a little fucking macro at this point that just does it. Mini pay best path is this. Okay. Key Bitterbean. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's see. World equals support dot parse boards hash. Start equals support dot, we did this thing last time. Now we can use parsewords hash for all of these things. Wall equals s. Parse chords hash s wall equals e. And we need to make our queue. And we're gonna use our score and our position and our direction. Yeah. And we can rotate either direction. Cool. Kyle says, time for me to find food. Sounds great. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for stopping by. Good to see you again, as always. And I hope you have a good rest of your day as well. Robobato, hello. Good to see you again. Hot Twitch user, or HA Twitch user. You're a high availability Twitch user. What language are you Advent of coding? We're just doing boring old Python. Yeah. We're just doing boring old Python. Score pause direction equals heap q dot heap pop new. If pause equals end, return score. Raise assertion error unreachable, and then just fill in the rest of the fucking owl. Okay, can move forward. Canned equals direction dot apply pause. If canned in world, if canned not in world, then heap q dot heap push score +1 candidate and direction. Otherwise, heap q dot heap push score +1000 and direction dot clockwise and counterclockwise. And that should be it, in theory. We of course need to have our heap in there. That would be important to know what we're pushing into. Yeah. And then we just tell it to go brr. Oh wait, we need to skip the ones that have been seen before, because those would be slower. Hold please. Elif. I think this is what you need to prevent it from doing its thing. Oh no, unreachable. Oh, we don't want score pause direction, we just want pause and direction. Otherwise we would have reached a place with a shittier score. No? That not? Where does the set go in here? I can never remember. Well, now the test isn't even getting there. Hold up. What the fuck? Oh, not continue. No, this is right. Right. Wait, why? How did I break the code here? Wait. What? What's going on here? Because the problem is we're just ballooning these because we don't condition them at all. Well, we can just do something crappy. I don't think this is needed. This seems wrong. Like, this is the whole point of heap queue. Butter Popcorn, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. I feel like I've missed the point of Dijkstra's here. I probably have some shiny mistake and I'm compensating by doing something else instead. Shouldn't it be one or the other? No. There's 3 possible things you can do at any position. Int does not support. What is going on here? Why are we not? Why are we not? Well, let's follow one of these and see what it's doing. Hamza Magni, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I forgot to open up my dashboard. Thank you for the reminder. Don't you need an if to find out what you need to do? No, you can't. You can do anything. These are the choices. The rotating is not bounded by anything. Yeah, you don't have to. You there's no reason to not rotate at every choice. Yeah, like this is what it has to do to get there. So we're at this position. I thought you would only rotate if you have to? Well, it's optimal to rotate at the first part, so obviously not. Oh. See what I'm doing wrong? This is supposed to be paws, not cans. We probably don't need any of this shit anymore. Kind of the magic of Dijkstra's is it's always going to pick the cheapest score that you've done so far and try and do that movement. It's basically like a breadth first search, but with score in mind. Now this should complete pretty quickly. And the larger puzzle should also complete pretty quickly. Alexis, hello, hello. How you doing? I say pretty quickly, but we are consuming all of my computer's memory. So maybe I do need the scene set. Aha! You didn't get me. Alexa says, I'm fine. What about you? I'm doing all right. We need the second optimization of this, which is or the correct optimization, which is a set. Scene.add pause direction. And we put this thing back. If pause D in. This isn't quite correct either. What am I looking for? I want to not add it if we have already. Well, yeah, and if we found it, we have already found the shortest path to it. So, this is correct. How the fuck did I spend 204,000 channel points? I think gambling counts. Maybe. From what I think I'm seeing, it looks like it will turn on a direction and then turn back on the other. No, it's adding this to a set of things to try. It's basically, these are basically forks. These are 3 different things that it's attempting. Hooray! Alright, what's part 2? Best pot to sit at. You define which tiles are part of any best path through the maze, including the S and E tiles. First example, there are 45. Okay. So this one is trickier because you have to record all the paths that you're doing. Future Highway says, where are walls taken into account? Right here. My walls are called world. Naturecraft says, how's today's AOC going? Oh, it's going. This is the one that made my CPU go burr this morning. Okay, so the tricky thing about this is what? I think all we have to do is figure out the score of the best path and then find all of the possible paths. And then prune anything that goes above the score. But how big was the score? I didn't even look. A lot. A big score. Probably 115 turns. So probably about, it's probably not that big of a thing. Yeah, let's just do that then. So we know the best score. Break. Or maybe we'll just do this as a function. Do 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 do. Okay, so best score. Best score, world, start, end. Oh, do they give us a thing here? The first example, there are 45 tiles, at least one through the maze. But there was only, oh, I guess there's 2 different ways you can go here. How? How are there 2 different ways to go through here? Oh, because I guess you could turn here and turn, save a turn there, or save a turn here. Okay. Got it. Got it. There's 3 paths in the first example. Cool. But yeah, I can write down this thing. I don't think we'll care about the more complicated example, but we got our test case. Okay, cool. So now, Matrix Trash says, I'm literally cooking my PC. It's eaten 10 gigs of RAM for my project, runs on all 6 cores. I guess brute force betrayed me. Ah. Yeah. So a nice thing about this is I don't think you would ever backtrack. I don't think there would ever be a reason to go back on yourself, because you would have to turn around to do so, and that would cost 2 things instead of just 2 things plus some stuff at worst. So that's helpful. So I think that gives us something to do. Actually, do we want a set per thing? Prevent something from backtracking, and then we'll only prune. Like, we'll balloon out to a whole fuck ton of paths, and then narrow them all down. In theory, I just want to prevent it from like just wiggling in place, just spinning around in place. I guess it would only do that after trying it 115 times. But I feel like it's gonna fractal that out every time. Won't the spinning be avoided by your score threshold? Sort of. Like, it'll spin, it'll be bounded by the score threshold. It won't prevent it. 115 spins is still a lot. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, every step it takes, it's gonna generate at least 115 useless things. Which isn't terrible. Isn't terrible. So fuck it. Well, that's what we're gonna do. Score pause scene equals. Oh, we need more than that. We need the direction. It's right? Correct? Yeah. Yeah. Reminds me when a professor gave us an Etsy password file and asked us to brute force as many passwords as possible. After cooking my laptop for a week, the solution was that many passwords were obvious you could guess without a dictionary. Still not sure what the lesson was. Sounds like the lesson was your professor was a dick. um... Yeah, we're gonna have 2 sets in here. That way we can prevent the wiggling. We're gonna have another set that contains start and this. But we need another set of parentheses. We'll use a priority queue for part 2. Poor man's priority queue with pop and sort because it was still fast enough. Hey, there you go, Fizzbuzz. Hey, what's up, the server? Hello, hello. I just brute forced the solution and waited the 35 seconds it took my computer to go burr and 10 gigs of RAM. Nice. Well, I think I'm gonna try and be a little bit more clever on mine. Pause and scene. God, what have I done? Rolled somewhere. Or pause D in Cinders return. Otherwise, do not append. Or pause D. I think that preserves them as frozen sets. Unclear. I want or, not and, but it does preserve frozen set. Good. It is good. Okay. Then we literally just do. Pause equals end, and score is equal to est score. We'll just skip adding it in the first place. We don't even need to check this then. Continue. Do 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 do. These needs the other thing. There's you're right. Return len sits. Undefined name to do. That's because we called it pass. Missing return statement. The fuck, it's right here. I know. Actually, I think I can just change this to all true. And then my pile will be okay. Yeah. Yeah. That tuple and int. Oh yeah. We get 45. What the fuck then? Dog, you gotta implement BOGO sort. It will help you solve this? Nah. 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 No. Okay, so this will cause it to backtrack on itself, but I think that's fine. I realize that I can't have it use scene or it'll never turn. But scene dares should be fine. Oh. Scooter go burr. How bad is it gonna be? Pretty bad. Why do you use frozen sets over regular sets? To avoid accidental mutation. Then I commented it out in my unit test so it doesn't take forever and a day to build. Hey, there you go. Yours is 30 seconds and 10 gigs. Okay, well, we're 36 seconds in yet, and I have only used 40 megs. So, what's that do? I'm surprised the memory isn't significantly increasing, but the CPU sure is. It's doing its thing. It feels like an infinite loop. Yeah. Especially because these aren't changing at all. Time to chase the infinite loop rabbit hole. Yeah, I guess I could have just looked at where the stack trace was though, right? Oh, but it's a double stack trace because it's very annoying. Well, let's just put a breakpoint here and see what happens. Here's why you don't use Control Z plus FG. Because it confuses the hell out of chat. Hmm. Yeah. So by doing it depth first, I'm gonna waste a lot of time. There's probably a better way to prune paths though, right? We kind of have two rules that I think are good enough, probably, which is that it never backtracks on itself. It never. But that's kind of hard to write in. And it should never turn 3 times at one place. I only do print here, no breakpoints. Yeah. Yeah. So the problem is if I continue this a bunch of times, we're eventually getting to the point. We actually were just past where one got pruned. Actually, that doesn't make any sense. Shouldn't have pruned any of them. But it's basically like trying one. Actually, I think if we just prioritize movement, then it might get further. I wish I could just interrupt at a point, but that's coming soon, I guess. Oh, it's gonna spin around all the way around every time. Yeah, so maybe instead of like keeping a set of the scenes, we'll just keep the path. Instead of this being a frozen set, be a tuple. And I guess then we will just do this. Okay, we'll just pass path in here, and then we'll do that logic in there. So I'm just gonna try and come up with a more clever way to prune here. Score is greater than best score. Prune. So this allows you to turn in place. But if we have not, if we've gone to some other square and then returned to a square that we've already seen, then we have doubled back on ourselves, which is wasteful. Another rule is can never turn 3 times in a row. And how do we implement that heuristic? I think the other way to do this would be to identify pinch points in the code, or have an actual pathing algorithm. I don't think I've ever implemented an actual pathing algorithm in ASC, other than Dijkstra's, which isn't really a pathing algorithm. Can never turn 3 times in a row. How do we implement that? Now we know why zombies struggle so much in Minecraft. Yeah, it's kind of true. Kind of true. Turning 3 times, but we know we aren't revisiting a square, so it's really just like a counter of positions. So and really I shouldn't be building these every time I append here. Like maybe I should store those with the object. Yeah, so maybe I make a thing for these. Store position path tuple int support direction 4, and we also have this is for checking if we double back, and we also need the there's no immutable counter, unfortunately. You can simulate, I guess I could say it's mapping Oh, and actually we can reuse that. We don't need to maintain this state as well, because this gives us for us. We're just gonna make it. Well, we want it to be immutable. I know, collections ABC. Splinter will fix it for me. So we can do next state. Pause tuple int the sports dot direction 4. And we'll just do the validity check in here, I guess, and return nullable self. Yeah. Self or none. Oh, but we kind of want to know the best score also. Not the breast score. It's different. I don't actually need to keep track of this either, because we can just look at the last two items in the path. So we do that. If score is score is bigger than best score, or none. Pause equals path equals this, and position seen equals frozen set this. Okay. All right, score better than best score. If not, self dot positions taken is taken equals pause. This is never false. We start it initially here. We can ignore that case. If self dot positions taken -1 is equal to pause, then positions taken equals self dot positions taken. If pause is in self dot position seen, then we can return none. Otherwise, positions taken equals self.positions taken. Pause. And okay, so this is the does not double back on itself. If self.path, if len self.path is greater than or equal to 2, and all p equals pause for p in self.path -2 colon. If the last 2 positions are equal to the position we're going to, then we are a fake path. Otherwise, we return type self. Score equals score. Pause equals pause. Path equals path. Pause D. Wait, do we not have the direction as part of our state? We should probably have that. But it's just the last element in path. We don't actually need either of these things. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need either of those things. So we update our path. Type self, now we're Pythoning. That's the way you're supposed to make a cloning method. Score path, what are the method thingies? Positions taken, oh. Huh. Not an audio mixer here. No, it's a keyboard. In fact, don't lose faith, it is keyboard 2? Keyboard 3? Keyboard 3. Yeah. That one doesn't come up very often. Or it hasn't come up in a while, I guess is more accurate. It does come up pretty often. Okay, so maybe keep this. So now we need score, pause, D, and state. So I just called next state, yeah. Which takes in best score, score, pause, D. Best score, score, pause, D. If new state is not none, then paths.append new state. Oh, there's a missing parenthesis and it fucked the rest of the file. Damn it. Oh, I hate when that happens. Can auto-pipate. You are so shit. Oh, I gotta reindent everything. No! This is so annoying! It really should refuse to touch the file if it's not valid syntax, but for some reason, it tries its best. What happened here? No. Oh, oh, you know what? Pretty sure I can undo the reformat. I think I did that in my editor, right? Undo reload? The problem is, can I save after undoing a reload? I can. Cool. I might be that might be like the first time I've used undo of a reload because it was that bad. That seemed to work fine. Breakpoint, yeah, ignore that. No. Why didn't it fix that? State has no attribute pause? Oh yeah, because it Tamasser, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Tima Senior. It's probably not that. State.path -1 0. Don't lose faith. Thank you as well for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Emacs can fix it, says X message. Yeah. That's so much pain for me. I always thought about writing a thin wrapper on it just to prevent that. It should just stop when the syntax is invalid. I totally agree. Jimmy John's has an Oreo peppermint cookie. Even if you generally don't like Jimmy John's, it's a good ass cookie if you like chocolate plus mint. I'm actually not a fan of chocolate plus mint. We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this because it's gonna make everything so much simpler. Okay. It's the wrong one. Okay, so the test still completes quickly for part 2. What about this? We don't really know, do we? It's interesting that the memory amount does not change at all here, which makes me very suspicious. Although in theory it should be just like recreating the same tuple over and over and over. Numbers were changing, but not anymore. Oh. Okay, well then we're gonna do a little trick. Where we are just going to, not even gonna work though. I have to get lucky and catch it at the right spot. What's a better way to do this? How do I make something such that it will break point after a particular point? Oh, I know how we can do it. We can do signal handlers. That's how that works. Okay, so we're saying the numbers change and then they eventually stop changing. They seem like they have stopped changing. Okay, so find the process and then kill this. Sig user 1. I don't even remember how to use list. How to use kill. Kill options PID. Oh, I don't need -P. Okay, so we should be at a breakpoint now. Hooray! $80 paths. None have succeeded. What's the score of the last one? Big number. But we also have a path with exactly score 1. Huh. Interesting. My logs are flooded with this. Sounds like your kernel's dying. Chat, are we cooked? Or not cooked? We'll get there eventually. The actual Ren says I'm so far behind in AOC. Well, catch up. What are you doing? Get there, bro. So this is interesting. I don't know how to make, oh, you know what we can do? What was it called? Break, please. We'll set it to false. Then we can continue. So hold this thought. See if we get the same result back in a bit. Python is also block allocated, so and doing it as a depth first search, doing it as a depth first search means it's probably not going to allocate more blocks. Kimiko, hello, how you doing? Good to see you. Have fun at work. It is true I don't get to see you very often because I don't stream at the same times anymore. But it's great to see you. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, let's kill it again, which should give us another breakpoint. It seems to have. Len paths. Different number. The problem is we still have the like initial state in here. We've got to come up with another way to ruin it, probably. How many in the complete? None! There's probably a better way to prune something, right? What if we reach a position at a higher score? Then that path is worse? Is that the way to prune? Not quite. I could probably say within a few thousand. Is what? The most you would do is 2 turns, so within 2,000? Let's try that. I feel like it can be 2,000. I would 2001. Yeah, ignore that. Okay, let's see what we get this time. Memory's still moving. Maybe? No. Oh. Yeah, memory's still moving. Computer is definitely going brr. I think we're not moving much anymore. Let's see. I just made a turn plus a move be 1,001 score, so you don't deal with the presence at that point. Oh. That's kind of clever. Oh. So then you don't really have as many options. You have... Yeah, you don't have the spinny problem. Even 2 turns should never happen? Oh, true. Why did I think 2 turns could happen? 2 turns could only happen at the beginning if you were in a corner. Oh wait, it finished. Okay, let's try and optimize that. So we gotta beat 110 seconds. Yeah, we never turned three times, so we can just do this. Wait, no. I think I had this right. I think this is already correct. Right? You're at a position, you turn once, so you would you'd be at the same position twice, turned again. Okay, so I already had the right math here. Yeah. This is Buzz. Hello, how you doing? Yeah. So I think we're gonna try the idea, which is that like instead of like doing turns separately, we would do turn and move. Which should be way faster. Should be a lot faster. Makes my logic easier too. Yeah, I think I don't need this turn detection stuff anymore. And I don't need this anymore. I can just use the scene set. That should make it a lot faster, hopefully. How you doing, Polymathic Man? How are things? Buzz is doing well, good to hear. So the time to beat is 110 seconds. I'm pretty sure this should be a lot faster. We reduced like half our states and a whole bunch of storage. Hopefully. We'll see. These numbers are still moving, which is good. Still gonna be pretty slow though. Alright, can we make it twice as fast? Oh, we made it more than twice as fast just with that. So that's good. I can get rid of all the signal garbage. Yeah, that does make things a lot speedier. It also can be used to speed up the other part too. Let's do that. Should only speed up that part though. It's crazy to me that one thing alone optimized it by that much. Well, it basically like halved the state space and like 25% reduction in the amount of memory that the state space would take. So it's pretty significant speed up. I think I can also change that 2000 to a 1000. Yeah, so that was even faster. I should be able to speed up the part 1 also. By doing that same thing. Fuck. Oh, because I did not the right math? No. Ooh. Naming errors there. This is like 5 seconds before? Yeah. Yeah. Future Highway says, are you using a scene set per path? Yes. I could just use the path though. And generate the loop through it on the fly. Like I'm turning off space for presumably speed, but it's possible that this is not needed. Let's see. Well, let's benchmark it first. Let's see what it looks like without that or with that, and then see what the code would look like if I removed it, because it might be a premature optimization. What's cheaper, a lookup on a list or a set? Typically a set, because it is just O1 contains, well, amortized O1 contains. A list you have to do ON contains. Because sets are basically hash sets, whereas a list would be a full lookup. All right, so 47 seconds for having the set. Let's see if we can remove it. This is the equivalent. If we, oh, we don't need to know direction in the path anymore. Take that out. This should be slower, or might be slower. Hard to tell whether building this set is costly or not. We'll see. Versus the lookup. And could you finish this part? It's okay to give maybe useful input. Nah, we're just trying to do little speed ups. I typically don't ask. I don't want hints. I don't want help. Typically. So let's see. Do we beat 47 seconds by eliminating part of the data structure? I'm guessing not. The generator expression is probably pretty expensive. Yeah, we're at 50 seconds now, so I think we're safe to call it as a nope. A no dog from me. So that set does make things faster. Put that back for a sec. You know, before we go any further, we're gonna do this. Before we completely fuck the code. I think that we don't need to keep direction in here anymore. And we can just make this the path we have taken. Because we're no longer turning on a dime. And then I think removing the scene set might actually be correct. Alright, we beat 47 seconds now. You could just save the set rather than the path list. Yeah, I think so. That's what we're getting to. But then I need to keep track of the position as well. Which is, oddly enough, I think the original data structure that I had. So we've come full circle. But we'll see in a sec. So this should be probably slightly faster than before, but not significantly faster. Alright, so that was 5 seconds faster. Full circle is my favorite kind, yeah. So now, I think we can do this. Get rid of the path entirely. And just have scene. So now we should be even faster because we're keeping track of even less stuff. In theory. We'll see. I should have ran the test first to make sure that this still passed. Be a little more confident. But meh. Fine, better than 42. Okay, 35 is an improvement. Let's delete all of the commented out stuff. That's pretty good. I think we can do better than this 2000. What if we do 1000? That made more of a difference than I had thought. Yeah. It should be less than or equal to, no need for the change now. I'm kind of curious what this does. If you can get to that path for cheaper, it can't be a best path. Oh, I don't need the... But you could get to a path and need to rotate somehow. Maybe? You wouldn't have stored it? Well, that made a big difference there. You're saying that I don't even need this add here. Then I can just do this. I contest that is false. But it seems that with 1,000 it works. The carries Goose. Hello, hello. How you doing? We in optimization mode in D&D Uno Dos 3. I mean, we got it down to 16 seconds. Is pretty good from the 110 it started at. Yeah, so this seems to be good enough. So greater than or equal to 1001. Yeah, that would make sense. We are doing Advent of Code 2024 day 16. Yeah. All right. I think we're out of optimizations though. That sort of feels like our does greater than or equal to here work? Let's see. I should have ran the PyTest first. That would have been a better validation. The answer is no. That's a different number. So this must be the bound. Oh, without the offset? Well, clearly the number changed greater than or greater than or equal to 1,000. So that tells me that this is probably empirically the minimum value I can use. Yeah. But anyway, that seems cool. Do I even need best score anymore? In this part? Like, does this actually ever happen? I mean, it might. Like, I can probably do it here. Rather than passing it into here. How the hell did I get rid of the symbol check without a threshold? Unclear. Maybe you set it before updating it? Make sure this still works. It should actually be slightly faster. But not significantly faster than 16 seconds. one fewer parameter to pass around in a very hot path. And that shows it slightly slower, but it's probably error bar. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. The songs, we've gotten to the part of the playlist that loops. Or am I doing my best check? I guess I could do it here. No, I'm doing it before it gets inserted anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing it right here. Same if statement. Technically, I could bound this a little bit by how far away you are from the end, but I don't think that makes a difference. Like Manhattan distance plus score, you should be able to bound this slightly more, but oh, you're doing your best check when you pop it off the stack. Oh, yeah, that changes things, doesn't it? Meh, shrugs. This seems to work. Calling it good enough. Cool. All right. That's day 16. And that's how I have the offset and you don't. Yeah. Makes sense. All right. So you've been streaming for an hour and a half. I guess we can. I'm gonna go through my open source stuff. Real quick. Hopefully. Because it is does not identify files using bin env and shebang lines. That's correct. Yeah. Correct. Only supports user bin env. As far as I know, is the convention. And then some up dogs. Minus 62 milliseconds by caching the state XY direction and counting the tiles from that. I'll use way more memory than you. Caching state. Counting the tiles. Am I still being pinged about this? Starlark. I'm gonna... I feel like Starlark was already proposed here, and... yeah. Hmm... Uh, uh, Drugs. And then are you open to exploring a new... Come on, LinkedIn. Show me the fucking message. Oh, that's so shit. I want them to pay money for their little thing here. I'm kind of curious, so... Gonna end up in here. Would that be part of the POSIX standard? Oh. Um, um, huh. Yeah, this is what it is. Does it tell us anything about its installed location? Drugs? This sounds cool. What does this mean? This is probably just calling conventions, isn't it? Yeah, this is calling conventions. Damn it. Maybe Wikipedia says something about it. Yeah, Wikipedia uses user binenv, so binenv is something that this person is. Dog? No. BZ3 from Kexit. At least I think it's Kexit. Yeah, it's Kexit. There's Alexa in my email, but I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Kexit. M2GRO, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Turning up, but our fundraiser won't last long. Let it last for fucking ever somehow. Oh, yeah, the Wikipedia one? Yeah. BZIP3. I've never heard of BZIP3. It's not that popular, but the BZ3 extension. Surely this is unambiguous. Yeah, BZ3. Okay. That one seems fine. Why did you use this? Why kicks it? Why? Review. Oh no. Oh no, it's gotten so much worse. Oh my fucking god. Where did it go? Oh my. Okay. My computer's processor actually spun up. Or the processor fan spun up on that. Wild. Okay. CSS is my passion. Merge. I think Kegs had one more. What do you think this picture is gonna be, chat? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a 10, right? Gleam. Gleam file extension. This probably is unambiguous too. It's gonna be 11 on the 25th. Right. Okay, this seems unambiguous as well. Great. Damn it. Oh, it worked! It worked! I managed to click the cursed dialogue somehow. Jesus. Done. It's kind of interesting. I know why it's caused, so we'll just fix it. Even gave a test case, which is nice. What is this thing called? Default encoding. So this is the problem here, and it's because it's not using the helper for it. Parse call args? No. How does this work? Find and replace call. Oh, so it does actually just use this, which is not quite right. We gotta find the one with the depth finding. Clock start? No. Parse call args? No. Oh, we just don't have one of these. That's kind of funky. That's kind of funky. Yeah, so this one is a weird one in that basically what it's looking for is food dot encode UTF-8 or bar dot encode UTF-8. And prior to Python 3.12, the tokens in here did not matter, but now these tokens are real, and so it has to know to parse the opening and closing tokens and find this at the proper depth instead of the one that's in here. Which is annoying. And the other problem is if you have it parenthesized, this will actually cause the value to go negative, because I believe this is the position of the token. And so it's just a fucking shit show. But we can fix this. By saying depth equals 0. Then say while depth or tokens uh I not have braces anymore? What? Donlu's face says put him in a Ziploc bag. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, we have is open and is closed. Oh, we have it up right up here. Um I get autism and I like to yell things. Okay, cool. This is probably not right. This is actually how this other thing works. Yeah. So we actually this is almost exactly almost exactly what we're writing here. So now if we do pyupgrade, the problem is I feel like a lot of things can have this exact same bug. But I guess it would be anything that we're looking for a function call that can be an attribute of a joinster. Song is looping. On to the next one. How did I pass so many arguments to this? Phoenix out of range. So we're at this position and we are looking for a call. This is precisely the case that I thought might happen, which is a parenthesized thing. This is actually supposed to be min this. No? So we start here. We look forward. Depth goes to, should fall to 0. It's already at 0. We should find this fucking Princey here. What the hell? Oh, this should be max. Duh. Of course. And now it passes. Hooray. ASCII art in there. Now I gotta find all the other places that this might be a problem. Lily's face says, eat right before you go to bed because Elon Musk says it's bad for you. I mean, I did it yesterday. There are, I believe, studies that have shown that eating before bed is not the best. And default dict first argument. So this one, I think this one actually has the same bug. Why are there so many tests for this? Surely none of these are, surely these aren't all testing unique things, right? Well, that's really not what I expected. What the fuck? Wait, what the hell? Why did that happen? Because it starts at 0? That's weird. The print size name has a position of the parenthesis in this case. Let's put breakpoint here. Aha. Aha. Wait, that doesn't make any sense either. The function is an attribute? Why does that point at the why does the outer one point at the parenthesis, but the inner one points at this? Seems weird. What does this use? This uses the call also. I really feel like it should use the function and not the call itself. This also has a problem if the thing that's being called is an attribute of a function call. I don't think we have any. But anyway. What the fuck is this? Oh, the module name is wrong. I was like, why is this not tab completing properly? And it's because the person that wrote this tab completed it or typoed it. I don't think this was me. Yeah. Doesn't look like my code. Because I would have found a way to make this one line. Especially because it is so close to being one line. Anyway, fix for this is to use find call instead of find op. Oh my god, they typoed it here too. Wait, this is still fucked. Because I guess this should be node.func. It's so funny that they typoed it in both places. Let's fix the typo first in a separate PR. Default dict. What a funny one. Specs? Like my computer specs? They're not up to date anywhere. You can find my PC part picker in the Discord somewhere, maybe. Like, now that I did this, I'm gonna have to rebase. It's gonna be annoying. Copilot can review pull requests. Absolutely fucking not. What are you gonna review here, Copilot? Huh? Salary named without changes? Good luck. Oh, did I add the collector? I forget if I did that or not. Then I can add auto merge to it. But maybe I haven't updated. Grade GHA. One 1.8.0. This should give me collectors that I can use to make branch protection rules. And Pergamon CI is so fast. I think it even waited. Yeah, it even had to wait 5 seconds here. Loomy. Alright, this song's also looping, so we're gonna go on to the next one. Hey, look, yeah, we got our collectors. So I can add those to branch protection, and then I can use auto merge. Come on, Windows, get your shit together. I would say we don't have all day, but we do. Wow, it hasn't even started yet. Absurd. It's absurd how slow the Windows workers are. I feel like they should not be that slow. I've worked with Windows VMs before, and they are not that slow. So I don't know what the fuck GitHub is doing. Go talk to someone at Microsoft and fix this. They should not be that slow. Okay, cool. So now I can merge these. And I can go to branch protection. They might be running Windows VMs on spinning disks rather than SSDs. I feel like they're doing something even stupider than that. Hey, what's up, Standard Pointer? Hello, fucking we right, it's true. Require status checks. We want collector. And collector. And bring him it. Yeah. Great. We got a Wolfie raid. Hello, raiders. How are you doing? How is your, what the fuck day is it? Monday? Oh boy. National Chocolate Covered Anything Day. I've had no chocolate covered anything today. I missed out? How was I supposed to know? Underdog Day. Hello, raiders. If you don't know me, my name is Anthony. I usually work on programming stuff. We're actually writing some code today. We're fixing some funky bugs. Yeah. I usually work on Python stuff. And I don't know, kind of hang out and my little checkbox I'm looking for. This one. We just kind of hang out and shoot the shit and write code. Let me say hi to our raiders. Electro Retro, Hamflow, Zully, Slime Molder, Bo Tato, Pork Foo, the funny one. Eats a duck I must, welcome, and Wolfie, of course. It's not too late for chocolate. It's true, I could go to the store and get something chocolatey. They are open. Well, there's one near me that's 24/7. Slime Molder, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Pyro's also here. Says, howdy, time to learn. Indeed. All of you are also doing Advent of Code. Yo, let's go. How is your Advent going? How many puzzles have you done? Are you stuck on any of them? That's really cool. That's good to hear. Man, I'm always excited when people do Advent of Code for the first time. And actually, if you look at the stats, more and more people have been doing it over time. Not quite this year. This number will come up a little bit over time. But if you look at like 2023, it's off screen, of course. 250,000 people completed day one. Well, almost 300,000 completed some part of day one. Eric has the actual numbers. Almost 300,000 here also. 2021, it's a little bit lower, 250,000. But still, these are huge numbers. But it's been growing in popularity over time, which is really cool. You've done 3.5 days. Nice. That's awesome. That's great to hear. I'm an overachiever. How do I even look at this? Is it this one? Yeah. I'm an overachiever, so I have currently done every puzzle that has come out. I recently did these 2 years on stream. And so, yeah. I've collected all of the stars that I can possibly collect. Props not Jack, hello, Bingham, hello as well. But yeah, wow, that's a funny emote. I like that. But yeah, and for the last 4 years, I have sponsored AdvenCode by sending them some monies. Yeah. But let me show you the problem that we're working on today, so you get some context here. I maintain this code formatting tool called pyupgrade, which automatically improves your code. Tara says, I'm always here for your streams, lurk mainly. Ah, makes sense, makes sense. I've seen you around. I'm working on pyupgrade today. There's a funky bug where it is finding the function call inside of an f string when it's supposed to be replacing this bit of code here. It is instead removing the function, the argument in here, which is not good. And that's just because in Python 3.12 they changed how the tokenizer works, and I didn't fix it for that. Anyways, gonna lurk. Sounds good. Thank you for rating. Appreciate seeing you, and good luck on the rest of your Advent of Code journey. And I will see you around. Yeah, don't feel bad about raiding and running. I do it all the time. That is my most common thing that I do in raiding. Cause I got shit to do. Okay, anyway. We're in the middle of finding all of the other cases because this bug applies to a lot of other things as well. And we actually found a different bug while doing this. And so what were we doing? We were going through each of the probably 17 things that have the same bug. Yeah. Fix except. This one doesn't have the bug. Okay, so one that doesn't have the bug, great. This one definitely has that bug. Zully, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing well. So this one has to be a string, and it calls dot format with locals. So if we find that code, test features format locals, I'm betting if we add a test case here with, oh wait, we actually already have this weird print sized one. How does it not find this princy then? Lefty John, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Closing brace. Oh, because it finds the dot first. Oh, that's clever. And think about that. Okay, so this one's fine because it finds the dot first. But we could change this to instead just fine. Oh, but we need the dot because we get rid of it. Oh, so this one's clever. I accidentally did this one correctly. So he says, what would be a good way to approach learning about Python internals and how the language behaves under the hood in general? I mean, I can tell you how I've done it, which is basically break shit, use the debugger, and read a lot of code. There are some books out there that talk about Python internals. I don't know how to read, so I can't really recommend any of them. Yeah, and then the other way is just to keep up with what changes in Python. And a lot of that is like reading release notes, or you can watch my videos where I've summarized them for you. So for instance, the 3.13 video, except that's not, yeah, there we go. The 3.13 video, which I recently released, which goes over like the things that I think are important in Python 3.13. And so like, yeah, it's 50 minutes long because there's a lot of stuff, but you can kind of learn about like the things that changed in that particular version. And I've been doing these, I think, all the way back to 3.9. I thought I had done them back to 3.9. 3.9. Oh, I wrote the title differently, so it's not searchable. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I did a 3.8.1. Yeah, no, but there should be 3.10, 3.11, 3.12, and 3.13 if you want to look at those. Or you can read the release notes yourself. This one off. Okay, so this one, I got lucky with how I implemented it, that it doesn't fail from the same bug. So we can ignore that one. Replace IO open. So this one has the second type of bug, not the first type of bug. Does it though? This is a different bug. We're just gonna actually, and I think we're just gonna ignore the default. We're just gonna find all the string ones. I don't feel like fixing. I don't feel like fixing these. I don't actually know that there's any others that. We can just look for join string. And it's literally just that one. So we'll just fix the one thing. Technically the other ones are broken, but who the fuck writes code like that? Yeah. Fix search for dot format or dot encode, not format. Encode call with 3.12 plus string. Okay. Cool. So we'll push that up. And we can do resolves 989. And we can click this little auto merge button now. Look at that. Fancy. Fancy. What the fuck? I got an email from GitHub and email marked it as spam because it looks suspicious. Did not render the images in it because apparently saying the word basil a bunch makes something suspicious. Oh no, test failures. No. Probably coverage. Yeah. Line 55 is. What the fuck? Why? Oh. Why? No. How is that line missing? That doesn't make any sense. That particular test should have this one. This Prensley right here. Oh. But in versions older than 3.12. Oh. Right, of course. Of course. 3.12 it will pass with full coverage. But not in older version. I guess we could just say pragma. How this works? I don't remember. Also, this song is looping, so we're gonna go on to the next one. Let's find out. Is that how my little special comment syntax works? Is that? Why do you use Babby? Are you a noob? You know it, Crow. How you doing, Crow? Good to see you again. Bop. Sorry, I was just seeing the meme that was posted in Discord. Here, I will share with the class. Programming world, there are two approaches to making multi-threaded code safe. Fuck you, this model is used by C++ amongst others. 2. Making it annoying if correct to use multi-threaded code. This is the approach Rust uses, and by technicality, pre-Python 3.13. Actually, what threading? I feel like I feel like the author assumes that the GIL doesn't exist in 3.13. But I don't know. I don't know whether the author knows more than me or less than me. I'm guessing the answer is less, but I don't know. Few messages from a likely spammer. They don't look like a spammer yet. How do I mark them as okay? What if I just react to one? Does that work? Funny. Why does it think this person is a spammer? They've been on Discord for over a year. They have a linked Crunchyroll account. Like, I feel like they're not a spammer. Discord, why? Save it here. Hello, how you doing? I don't know, I'll message them, see what happens. Not doing item code. I am caught up. We got it done for today. So I was just doing a little bit of burning down my inbox on open source stuff. I got one more thing to look at, which is this right here. Yeah. Support for bin-ev. Some places use was declined. Some places are wrong. And should follow establish. Also, they failed all the tests too. Wait, why am I not showing them anymore? How did they possibly fuck up the tests? Oh, they didn't test it. They didn't write tests. Yeah. Really? What world do you just write code and not write tests? S-Boy says I need some solid advice. How can I become really good at coding? I'm currently a beginner and I find it so hard to understand. I've been inconsistent for about 5 years on and off. I'm still at a beginner stage. I have massive imposter syndrome and I think I've started to give into my negative self-talk. Ooh. Yeah, that is a tough one. Because there's no recipe for getting good, to be honest. I can tell you my path for how I improved over time, and I think it's generally applicable. But it's not, it's not bulletproof. My recommendation is to build projects that you are interested in, that you want to see the output from. that will help you in your day-to-day life, that will be something that you want for yourself. Hey, what's up, live coding? Hello, hello. Some examples are like, I'll give you like one of my first programming. Well, actually, I'll give you my literal first programming example, which was I was fucking sick and tired of doing the quadratic formula over and over and over. And so I wrote a little program on my calculator in TI Basic to automatically prompt me for A, B, and C and then spit out the answer. And then I rewrote it in a Microsoft Word document with Visual Basic macros so that I could share it with my classmates on floppy disks back in the day. And so there was like, I didn't know how to write code. I was like, I know there is a way to teach a computer to tell me to spit out the answer. And so I was sort of forcing myself to learn the things that I needed in order to accomplish that. And then I adapted what I learned in one place to use a different technology in another to make it more accessible. Another project of mine that is something where I didn't know the answer and I wanted to figure it out in order to get to a result is I was introduced to this game called Ken. And if you don't know Ken, it's basically Sudoku with a little bit of math and similar logic puzzle. But the creator of Ken only released a puzzle every 6 months or something like that. And I was like, well, I want infinite puzzles and I want them now. And I want to be able to play on my mobile phone. And I was like, pretty sure I could make an Android app, and I'm pretty sure I could write an algorithm to generate puzzles for this. And so I learned what I needed to learn in order to build an Android app in order to play it on my phone. Well, the first version was actually a desktop app, and then I tweaked it to be a mobile app. But anyway, my point of these stories is I think the best way to force yourself to learn is to build something that you want the output of. And so that way you're like, there's a pretty common learning approach where it's like, oh, do this cookie cutter project where, build a list app. And you're like, I don't want a fucking list app. Okay, I'll go through the motions and build a list app. All right. I got halfway through the list app and I was like, fuck this, I don't want to build this, and stop and quit and burned out in programming and then never picked it up. That's the story that I hear all the time. But if you're building something that you want to see, like, you'll figure out the little bits and pieces, you'll do research to figure something out, you'll try shit, and like, you'll force yourself towards that goal because you know when you get there, it's gonna be really, really cool. It's gonna be really sick. I think my problem is I'm chained in tutorial hell. Yeah, fuck tutorials. You don't need that. Don't worry about it. Just like come up with an idea and then build the bits that get you to there. Like, don't worry so much about the tutorials. Like, doing tutorials, I don't think is a good way to learn. I mean, it's maybe a good way to get started, but not a good way to actually like practice something and learn the things you need to learn in order to be able to be successful. But I don't know. My dream is to be able to build a multi-seller platform in LAMP or LEMP stacks, something like Etsy. Then fucking make it happen. Get started. Build. There's a lot of stuff to do selling. It's a very complicated thing to build, but start with some part of it. Build that out. See how it is. See if it works. Like, and go from there. Chris says, do they call you Ant? No, I barely know HTML and CSS. That's fine. The internet is vast and it's very easy to look stuff up and figure out what you want to do. You don't need to know all of everything in order to get started. Parallel hooks plus windows. Note that the hooks run consecutively. How can you say that they're running but they're not running in parallel. Unless you've set require serial true, they will be utilizing multiple cores if available, even on Windows. I assume you're not actually looking at processor usage during a run and making some assumption based on the output and are just confused. Not, please provide more details about. I think they're just confused. But also, I think what they're expecting is all of them to run at the same time, which is foolish. Especially when they have things that modify files. Multiple things that modify files, which would just never work. Joe Bob says, are you still using PDB or a different debugger? I just use PDB. So it's already there. I don't need to use anything else. It's good enough for me. Okay, anyway, this is the thing I wanted to fix. Which is Biome made a dumb choice upstream. Oh, this is exactly PR 1000. And I've asked them to revert it. I don't know that they have. Biome.js slash biome pre. No, it's just called pre-commit. The song is looping, but it's a banger, so we're gonna let it loop. Wolfie's back. Hello. Or are you just now running? Why did I clone this? I didn't want to clone this. Yeah, so they've set language version LTS here, which forces a download even if one were an already added version of Node that works. So we're gonna reset it back and hope that they fix it at some point. By forcing it to default. I think that's the right way that this works. Biome.js slash recommit. Yeah. And I'll do this tomorrow. 4 fucking days ago. Yeah, this is why I have learned to never promise anything in a pull request or issue with a time frame on it. I don't even know if default is the right file. How does this even work? Check string, yeah, defaults to defaults. That'll work. Git switch is a new thing. Yeah, I still use checkout because my bones. I'm never gonna learn. I don't think I use any of the new git commands. Does it git switch, git restore? What's the third one? Restore, switch. Maybe it's just restore and switch. I don't know what restore does. I know it's something of checkout, but I don't remember. Yeah. Oh, I didn't need to force push that because I had done a separate commit. I am an old man instead of my ways, and that is okay. I use VS Code. Oh boy. A new git command dropped. Everyone will ignore it still. Yeah, basically. I can auto merge here too. Oh, and I bet this other one auto merged already. So we can. I did my password manager. Wow, look at that. This will just be another updog next week. PI token. Get restore and get reset is the same? No, I don't think so. I think they're slightly different. Live coding says totally shameless? Yeah. Yeah, it's today is actually updog day. Oh, I should have checked if it's finished already. Otherwise, some people are gonna get updogs for this, and some of them are not. Such is life. Waiting for status to be. Oh. Yeah. Like I said, I should have done this in the middle of updog day. This is. I basically get a load test once a week. I'll use VS Code for small scripts and projects. For anything big, I've converted to IntelliJ. Oh, interesting. There's one direction to go there. This is funny because I see this in a lot of code. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, this song is looped enough. We'll go into the next one. All right, what do I have left in my inbox? Oh, do they change the UI on it? Anyway, it's got to 1K. Hooray! Woo! Oh, I haven't released the Julia stuff yet. Should do that at some point. Oh, this is merged already. Yeah. Well, queue's backed up right now. Oops. Oh well. That's the way things go, I guess. Release Julia? Maybe I'll wait until the new year for another pre-commit release. I feel like I haven't even done the due diligence on the other one. Each star or star represents up to 6,001 users. Does that update? Oh, it does update. I wonder how I do. I wonder how. Fuck, where was I? Where is that tab? Oh, it's the stats tab. I wonder how Eric generates that number. It's kind of nifty. First says, hey DDL, are we coworkers? You look very familiar to someone I work with. DDL says, maybe. Nice. But yeah, it's been the hard one this week. I guess the one where people have done the fewest both stars? 12? No. Yeah, 12 has been, I guess, the tricky one for people. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up here. And, yeah. Let's see if rating is still terrible on Twitch. Because it was terrible last time I looked. Oh, they moved it up here. Probably still terrible. Oh! They undid it? No, it's still pretty bad. Yeah, Bad Cop is doing Advent of Code and Bash. Let's go. Let's go say hi to Bad Cop. Yeah, go say hi, be nice, etc. Throw up your pythons, bongo away as we do. I will see you around in the future. Have a good one, chat. Oh wait, I forgot to do my little YouTube spiel. Yeah, go to my YouTube channel, subscribe there. Yeah, YouTube. Join the Discord. Things like that. Anyway, I'll see you around. Have fun on Bad Cop stream. And yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see. Bye. Peace.